My name is Emily Fitz, and I will be teaching you about convergent plate batteries. Convergent plate batteries are areas where two different plates are moving towards one another and collide. These areas are very dangerous as they can cause earthquakes, volcanic activity, and crustal deformation. There are three different types of convergent plate batteries. The first type is oceanic boundaries. This is the process of two oceanic plates colliding, with the denser plate sliding underneath the lighter plate. This often creates an ocean trench, bending the crust downward. At a shallow angle, the subducted lithosphere falls into the hot mantle, which heats up the subduction crust. As this crust is being heated, the volume of water inside of the subducting material is released. When this water is mixed with the mantle, it cools off the heated crust, which creates magma. When this magma rises to the ocean floor, it creates a row of volcanic islands, also known as an island arc. An example of this type of convergent boundary is the Marianas Trench, which is located below the Philippine Plate. Second type of convergent plate boundary is the oceanic continental boundaries. These boundaries are formed when a dense oceanic plate collides with a less dense continental plate. When the oceanic plate collides under the continental plate, the oceanic plate begins to go through subduction. The sediments of the seafloor are put into a wedge, which pushes into the continental plate. The magma which was formed by the subduction begins to melt this crust, which allows the magma to ascend through this crust to create a mountain chain of volcanoes. An example of this type of convergent boundary is the Cascade Range. This boundary was created by the subduction of the Juan de Fuca plate colliding under North America. Third type of convergent plate boundaries is continental boundaries. These boundaries form when two large crust structures collide into one another, such as an island or a continent colliding with one another. Because this material is composed of light continental rocks, it is too light to be subducted. When the root of the oceanic plate falls off, it will sink into the mantle, causing the material to come upwards and create mountains. An example of this type of boundary is the Himalayan mountains. This convergent boundary was formed by the collision of the India plate and the erosion plate.